Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. A little bit of news for you. Dillian Whyte has pulled out of his fight with Joe Joyce due to injury. We don't yet know the details, but this was reported on TalkSport. Whyte was due to face, like I say, Joe Joyce on the 5th of April, which is a Frank Warren Queensberry card. And Warren was kind of stacking it with some of his heavyweights. So David Adelaide was due to fight Jamie TKV. That was for the English heavyweight title. I think Jamie TKV is a boxer heavyweight. Adelaide is signed to Frank. And also Lawrence Okoli was having his second fight at heavyweight against Richard Riakporhe, long-time rival, bit of bad blood between them. And this is going to be Riakporhe's debut at heavyweight. He lost his cruiserweight title challenge to Chris Billam-Smith. So these two have been going at it since they were both cruiserweights, saying that they, there's all a lot of, nonsense talked. But it's a shame because Whyte is, with regard to Whyte and Joyce, I mean, that's really, an ultimate crossroads fight, isn't it? Because you've got Joyce, who's lost, is it 3 of his last 4? He lost to Derek Chisora, got floored in the process, which was really surprising. Then he had a win against, his name will come to me in a minute, English level fighter, Cash Ali, yeah. And then prior to that, he lost twice by stoppage to Zhilei Zhang. So, and he's 39 now, I think, Joe Joyce. Dillian himself is in his mid-30s. What is he, about 35, 36 now? So yeah, the loser leaves town, I suppose you could say. I would definitely have made Joyce a favourite in this fight, simply because I think Dillian's punch resistance is shot to bits. He's come back since failing a drug test and that aborted rematch with Anthony Joshua. He's come back with a couple of fights last year, one against Christian Hammer. Hammer quit after 3 rounds. Dillian wasn't happy about that, called him a coward and all the rest of it. But what did you expect? That was over in Castlebar in Ireland. Hammer was just looking for another paycheck, really. No intention of giving it 100%. Not a bad gatekeeper type in his prime, Hammer, but not anymore. And then Dillian had quite a struggle, actually. It's kind of one of those fights where one guy was winning nearly all the rounds, but it was still competitive and he was being made to work, and that was against Ebenezer Tete. That was over in Gibraltar. Now, the fact that he's fought in Ireland and then Gibraltar means that there's probably still something hanging over him regarding his failed PED test, another failed test. And Dillian is, I don't know. I mean, I know he was banned, wasn't he, for a couple of years at the start of his career for an over-the-counter supplement, some drink of some sort. I can't remember the name of it. And then there was some controversy when he fought, what the hell is the guy's name? Oscar Rivas, yeah. But then he was supposedly cleared of that, and then he had the failed test in 2023 when he was supposed to face Anthony Joshua in their rematch. So I don't know. Make of it what you will. But if he's going to get a British Boxing Board of Control license, I mean, they did it with Conor Benn, didn't they? They let him sort of almost sit out his ban, if you like, even though he fought a couple of times abroad. Maybe they're doing the same with Dillian. I honestly don't know. But anyway, the point is that Dillian's been injured, so he won't be fighting on April the 5th. And I was quite looking forward to this fight with Joe Joyce. Like I say, I think Joyce has, even though Joyce is outrageously easy to hit, and Dillian can still pop with that left hook, very, very good left hook. Always has had a good left hook, Dillian. Yeah, I think Joe would probably walk him down and grind him down and knock him down and stop him. But we won't know yet, unless it's going to be rescheduled. They are actually looking, they being Queensberry, are looking for a replacement for Dillian so that Joe doesn't miss his paycheck, miss his fight. And it'll have to be against, I mean, who would it be against? It's got to be someone half decent if Joe's to remain relevant. I mean, considering that Chisora has won his last 3 fights now, the defeat to Chisora isn't looking quite as bad. But the two knockouts, or one was a technical knockout, the other was a knockout in the rematch with Zhilei Zhang. Considering what's happened to Zhang, he was beaten by Parker on points, tough fight, but he then got flattened by Ajit Kabayel with body punches. I mean, that doesn't reflect very well on Joe, does it? And he is 39. And he takes some terrible beatings. Also on that card, by the way, it's going to be the debut of Delicious Ori. It's got to be one of the best names ever. Delicious. Who names their kid Delicious? Whatever. But yeah, former Olympian, making his debut, signed to Frank Warren and Queensbury. Loads of, heavyweights in the Queensbury bag at the moment. Loads of them. And there's also on the card, there's a nice little super lightweight fight between unbeaten fighters. Khalil Majid taking on Alex Murphy, both undefeated, very similar records. And I think Mark Chamberlain's got to come back as well after his defeat to Josh Padley, which, again, doesn't look that bad. Padley gave Shakur Stevenson a very good run around, very good argument. Was second best, but let it all hang out, and got himself a contract now with Matchroom. So good luck to Josh Padley, but Chamberlain needs to come back now. He's still young enough for defeat. No, doesn't mean that much. But the fight of the night might well be Adelaide against Jamie TKV. We'll see. I hope they do find a half-decent replacement for Joyce. I'm struggling to think who it might be. Yeah, I'd have to have a think about that one. Anyway, that's a little bit of news for you. I hope you're having a good day. Please subscribe to the channel if you don't, hit the like button. Hit that like button because they count the likes. I still don't know why, but they do. And yeah, support the channel. Spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing. Thank you very much for your time. As always, I'll catch you later. Bye for now.